How do you like my handwriting? So first, I want to say that if you think that the Nakba means something else than what I'm about to say, it means that you have been lied to, and if you have been lied to, then you need to go to the source of the lie and start to question everything, basically all the things, because there's been a lot of words that no longer mean what they used to mean, and they have been turned around. So you can, it's a simple Google away to figure out what the original phrasing meant. So the Nakba it happens in 1948, and it happens in this country or around this country. And what happened was that all of these different peoples attacked this one country, which is not this entire area, but consists of parts of it. So some parts are here, other parts down here, I think mostly this, but whatever. And the word comes from the disaster, and it is an Arabic word, and it comes from the failure to genocide the Jews. And what I've heard people say is that it comes from the leaving of certain people, Muslims from certain areas, so some Muslims from some areas, and that is absolutely not the case. The Nakba is the disaster of having superior forces thinking that you're going to overrun the small area and then getting absolutely demolished so that you lose. And that is the disaster. It is not the movement of people away from this area. So some Muslims and Arabs, they decided to stay in the area that the other Muslims were attacking. And others were told to leave by the attacking force, which I think is a good idea to get them out of the way from the border zones, so that once you win, you will get them back, or send them back, and they'll be out of the way, so there'll be less accidents and things like that. So it's very annoying and dumb to change the meaning of a word, and then you start arguing with the new meaning. And I know everybody's young once, and at this point especially, people are looking for certainty, and then they look for it in the absolute worst places, because people who are certain are usually very wrong, and people who are uncertain about certain aspects and they want to be accurate and they don't want to lie and they don't want to spread misinformation, they might not give you any sort of real accurate large-scale conversations. They will give you information that you would have to think about. So if you think that the disaster means that the Israelis pushed some people out of Israel, whoever told you that and whoever keeps repeating it, you need to fix that. Because if you don't fix that, then everything is going to go wrong. Everything is going to be fucked up. So you have to do it. You have to Google it. And then you have to leave the sort of the opinion of ignorance and just being wrong, and joining the side that is correct, and that way you can actually do some good. Now, it might mean that you're going to face a disaster of yourself, because you're going to have to understand that the people that you are with right now will not allow you to change your mind. because that is how they operate. And maybe that's how you operate. You will not allow anybody to be right, because the more important thing is to be liked and have friends, which I can totally understand. But bad news, that's not a way to live your life, because that's not how the universe works. In a sense, you can be a part of a mob, or you can be a part of the good guys of history, and there's no in between, really. So either you're with the mob that always destroys everything and lies and just keeps on making things worse for everyone, or then you join the people who usually get killed by the mob, but are remembered throughout history for doing the right thing, and not caring about having lots of friends, but care about doing what is just and honorable. So start off with this, and then move on to the other things. And then after maybe, a month, you'll have completely changed as a person if you're able to think for yourself. So if you don't need quotes by someone, if you don't need authority all the time to tell you everything, then you'll be fine. And you can find a lot of people who think for themselves and are still very friendly to everybody and are not insane like conspiracy theorists and so on. You're just going to have to look somewhere else, and it's going to make your life much better, because you don't have to be afraid anymore. You don't have to be afraid of the disaster. You just allow it to happen, and then it's done with. Goodbye.